Growing up, I had longed to have a complete family. I was raised by my grandmother, whom I was made to believe was my mother. However, when she had to migrate to the United States, I found out the truth about our relationship. After she left, I had to live with my actual mom. Seeing my mom being in and out of romantic relationships, I had emptiness in my heart and was jealous for her attention. She tried to let me be comfortable with her boyfriend at that time, trying to make him like a father figure to me. Just when I thought everything was going well, her boyfriend started molesting me. I felt helpless, dirty, and scared. I resolved not to tell anyone out of fear. However, that made me feel resentful towards my mom. I blamed her for what had happened. Thankfully, they eventually separated in 2001. Months after, months after, my real dad reached out to us to work out his relationship with my mom. To my delight, they got married, and I finally had a complete family. However, things didn't turn out the way I hoped it to be. There were constant fights and quarrels between them. Because of how broken I was at home, I indulged in romantic and even sexual relations. I was also hooked to pornography and other vices like drinking. In 2004, we got invited to attend a church service. It was then I first heard about Jesus Christ and how he died for my sins, but admittedly, it was all too hard for me to digest. I questioned this loving God about my misery and how could he ever love someone as dirty and sinful as me. I wanted God to turn my life for the better, but I was also clinging on to my worldly ways. Even after months of attending church, there was no real transformation in our family. I began to question God if He was indeed real and if He ever even cares for me. In 2006, after my parents stayed together for almost 4 years, their marriage soon ended in a messy separation. I found out my mother got pregnant by another man. Their separation devastated me. At the age 15, I ran away from the presence of my family. But since I have little knowledge of how to be independent, I tried different ways to make ends meet. At the lowest point in my life and out of desperation to stay away from my family and to survive, I've made the worst decision of putting myself out and selling my body for sex. Doing so made me despise myself and look at myself as nothing more than dirty, unwanted, and a slave to sin. My habits became worse. I would often go out for clubbing and drinking till the break of dawn. I continued being in and out of relationships and even having casual sex with different men. One night, after getting home drunk, I knelt down in desperation and earnestly prayed for God to find me. I told him how tired I was feeling alone, broken, and messed up. But God, in His sovereignty, had a rescue plan for me. One day, my landlady decided to lock up my apartment due to accumulated unpaid bills and rent. I had nowhere to go that time. Out of the blue, my mom's sister found me in a convenience store where I was staying for the night. Not long after, she helped me reconnect with my mom. After adjusting to being with my mom again, a family friend invited me to an event in CCF Alabang. In that event, I accepted God's invitation to return to Him. I prayed for forgiveness and repented of my sins. I know I was broken and had a messy past, but I learned that God is a God of second chances. My life after God rescued me indeed was never the same. I started attending Bible studies in the year 2010 and have also joined youth retreats. In 2011, God granted me the opportunity to serve Him in our campus ministry. I began to be involved in sharing the gospel and holding Bible studies with my schoolmates. Soon after, I also started my own D group in our church. Even after college, I continued to dedicate my single years in serving God, using every opportunity to minister to people who I could see my old self in. By God's grace, He renewed my relationship with my family. I have forgiven my parents and have sought their forgiveness as well. I am walking with God now as a married woman, serving Him together with my husband in CCF Dagupan, and in the community where He has placed us to grow. Praise God. By His grace, I have been walking with Him for almost 14 years now, since He has rescued me from my dark past. I hold Galatians 2:20 in my heart and borrow the words of the Apostle Paul. It says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live in by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave Himself for me. My name is Feya Sugayu, once living a defeated, sinful life, now living victoriously through Jesus Christ.